Hey, I'm back. The first video that I made, I talked to you guys about God has delivered me from homosexuality. I was giving you guys a little brief of my life before I became a Christian and how I overcome all of it by God, right? Today's video, very briefly, might be even shorter. First, I'm going to read a little bit for you all at the end and explain what I read. First thing I want to talk to you about is my reading and how it was a blessing to me. In the beginning, when I joined the church that I attended, I didn't know how to read that well. So I wouldn't, just be out and open like I'm going to read. My new membership class, I was always asked to read. It was like a circle. We were going to circle and read. And when it was close to my time, my stomach would be hurting, like, oh my goodness, I can't read like everybody else. But I began to read. Every chance I got, I would, just say I read, because I wanted to read the word. I wanted to understand the word. So, that was my prayer, to ask God to help me read. So I began to read in my new membership class, and I got good, because God answered my prayer. So, in a couple of weeks after, my new membership class, I was asked to get up in front of the church and read. That was a big thing to me because that was like a lot of people. But I did it. Because I was, confident that, God's going to bless me to understand what I read. God's going to bless me to read. And sure enough, I knew what I was reading. My voice got deeper because I knew what I was reading. I was confident about what I was reading. That was a blessing. And then, after that, I actually was like, I want to read. I was prepared to read. That was nothing but the blood of Jesus. Because I couldn't have done it on my own. God's blessed me with Christian people who I call family now. Who's always there for me when I need them to be. If I need prayer, they're just a phone call away. When I need that good word, I can call and say, hey, this is what's going on. Let's talk, let's pray. I can do that. That was nothing but God, because one of my prayers was God bless me with Christian friends. Real Christian friend, and He has blessed me with that, and I just thank God for that. Thirdly, God has blessed me with a family, my mom and my brothers, who were close. When God has given me a word to give to my mom, I can give that to her. You understand what I'm saying? I was in position to do that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't minister to somebody and I'm still in my sins that I believe. I don't, what I'm saying? But I was in a position to do that, and God has allowed me, given me word to give to my mom and my brothers, and allow and to let them know that God got you. He got you. He loves you. Why worry about this? Worry about that when you know that I got you. I haven't failed you yet. I haven't, dropped you yet. I'm always holding on to you. I'm always loving you. I'm always rocking you to sleep when you feeling that loneliness. I'm always giving you word to read. That's a blessing from God. these jobs, you know what I'm saying? I believe that when I became a Christian, I knew what I was doing was wrong. Getting fired, quitting jobs like it was nothing, you know, and understanding that most of that stuff I did was my fault because I didn't allow God to step in and say, hey, let me take over. I got this. Surrender your life. Surrender this job and say, hey, I can't deal with it anymore, God. I'm giving it to you. He wanted me to do that, but instead I did what I wanted to do. You know, God has blessed me to understand that. I understand that, you know, if I only gave the problems that I had in His hands, it's a blessing to know that, to understand that now. You know, just life is a blessing. Church is a blessing. I love church. I love fellowship with my other Christian family. You know, so you know this video is a blessing. This video is I'm doing this video, and this episode is you know I want to show you, let you all know how God's blessed me. You know, financially, bills always getting paid. He's always blessing me with money. You know, and I know that I didn't have this. I know, you know, and He's blessing me to get food, to pay a bill, to get new shoes. You know, and I thank God for that, because without Him, just not me, but this world will be nothing. All this down here is God's. All this. You know, this is not our home. Our home is in heaven. And I'm not going to hell for nobody. Not doing it. I'm going to heaven. I'm walking with Christ. I'm living for Christ. I'm working for Christ. I'm confident in that. You know, when I'm able to speak to someone about God and the goodness that He has done for me, and how He loves you, how He's just waiting on you to surrender. He's not going to force you. How He's waiting for you to surrender your life to Him. To say, God, I'm crying out to you. Take it all. You know, that's amazing. Just waiting. How many people you know wait for you and say, hey, I'm still waiting after years and years and years and years. After mistake. He's waiting for you. Okay? So I may be out of time. The next video I will read indefinitely. But just know that God loves you. You don't have to worry about anything. You know, nothing, no clothes, no food, no anything. Not when you know God is here and supplying all your needs. Very quickly, you know, Matthew chapter 6 states that you don't have to worry for anything. Why worry about food? Why worry about clothes? When I got you. Don't do it. Don't worry. No worries. Thank you. And comment at the bottom. Like if you like. You know, let me know what you want to know. Whatever questions you have, throw it at me. I'm here. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Love you all.